Hello, so we're back, and in this video we'll be creating this form here to add a task. So to start, we're gonna go to our app file, and what we need here is to add another container. The container gonna contain, depending on our design, this card and the form. So this container needs to be a flex column. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a new prop to this container, and I'll call it here, and add a condition in case it's a flex column. Use the styles for the flex column container. I will take this class and add it into our CSS file. It's gonna be display flex. Flex direction will be column. Justify content, I would choose flex start, and align items flex start. Let's see how much gap we have here. It's gonna be 15 pixels. So for the gap, it's gonna be 15 pixels. Now I need to add a new component. It's gonna be the form component. Let's see, I already have the folder here, the JSX file and the CSS file. RFCE again, and I will import the styles from the CSS file. Just give it a class name that's gonna be called styles.form. Inside this one we have a typography. It's gonna be font size 24 and bold. Let's copy the text, add new task, and let's put it in. Now, what's next? We need a card to use our card component. Let's use it here. The card component. Inside of it, it's gonna be a typography and an input. And let's duplicate this. Let's check how much the font size is. 16. So we don't need the bold. And this is gonna be 16 for both of them. The text gonna be task name for this one and category for this one. All good. All we need is a button at the end. It's gonna be add. I'm gonna replace this with a component later, but for now let's check what we got. I'm gonna go to the card. And the card should give us something like inside the card. This is a flex column. Looks like something is wrong. So we have the flex column. Let's do something like this to test. Oh yeah, so actually the flex column needs to be here. Yes, this needs to be here. And this container, let's give it a width. Let's change the width from 70 to 100%. Yeah, looking good. Now let's go back to our form. Let's test our flex first. Is it gonna be under it? Yes, it's under it. All good. I'm gonna call the form component. Actually, what I wanna do for now, let's organize these imports. It should be export default as card from card. What else are we using here? We're using the progress bar and the to-do list. Let's do the same for them. From to-do list. And the last one would be progress bar. I mean default as progress bar from progress bar. I still need one more thing, which is the form, and let's do the same for it. Export default as form from form. Good, so now we can remove all this and just export them from here. The card, to-do list, it's to-do's list. Let's correct that. To-do's list from to-do's list. And let's import the form too. We got them all. I'll just use the form here. And let's check our app. Something still wasn't set up. Progress bar. I didn't import it. Progress bar is important now. So let's see. So this is what we got for now. Let's work on our form. Let's check the form. This should be inside the card. Seems good. Let's check. We can use our column prop on this one. Yeah, it's looking good. actually what I want to do is each input gonna be grouped with the label, its label, in a different div. Like that. And I just name it class, give it a class styles dot input container. Copy paste, same for this one. Let's check, much better. Let's check now. So I can style it freely. I just add a style, and it would be style here, and the style equals style. I'm gonna go to the card. It's 100%. Let's do 100% here too. Somehow it seems like it's not working. It's because of this one. So we have the card. Let's go back to the app. It should be the form. So let's style the form. It's gonna be with 100%, and it's working perfectly. Let's check how much margin that we have here. So margin top is 11 pixels. For the form, oh yeah, it's not the form that needs the margin, it's the card. But there is a better way to do that. Let's see. So we have this and we have this. So what I can do is display flex direction column, justify content, flex start, and align items. Flex start, and give it a gap of 11 pixels, because I don't want to touch the card component. This is a better solution, so we won't be needing this one. So next I would say let's style the inputs dot form input. I just want to make sure that the selection gonna work. So let's see, it's working. Let's take the styles. What I need is these properties first. I want to keep the high fixed on 32 pixels, and the width will be 100%. And to override the browser outline, I'm gonna give it an outline of none. prefer to have a little bit of padding here. So padding, top and bottom 0. Just give it a 20 pixels, I guess. That's a lot. 10 pixels. Yeah, 10 seems fine. And the margin top, let's check the design. It's gonna be 10 pixels. Seems good so far. The only thing we need is this input container class. Input container. All I wanna do is give it a width of 100%. And we're gonna be fine. This is looking good so far. Now let's work on this button component. It's gonna be looking like this. So let's create it. I'm creating a button folder, button JSX, and the button CSS. Let's create a class here, the button. Here RFCE, import the styles. From button model, CSS, class name gonna be styles dot button. Inside it's gonna be add, and let's make the styles. Put these properties here, and I need to check the padding. So it's 630 padding, 6 pixel, 30 pixel, and the color gonna be white. And let's do a text transform, capitalize. So I need to go back to the form, import the button, and let's use our component here. Let's check it. Our component is looking good. The only thing we need is the cursor pointer. Actually, it would be nice if we can just use button here. And do the cursor pointer and border none. It's looking good. Just do transition all to give it a little bit of flair, a little bit of acting, something that makes it more appealing as a button. I'll take the same color, put it here, make it as a border, I guess, 1 pixel solid. The color gonna be this one, and the background gonna be transparent. So now see that it is our small animation is working. This is way better. Let's give it also a transform, translate y minus 2 pixels. Looking good. What I want to do is give it more space, more margin top. I'm using a ruler here. I want to give it enough margin top so it can get symmetrical here. That's too much. Seems symmetrical to me. Seems good. And here we got it all done. So the only thing that's left for us is several components related to the categories, and we will work on that on the next one, and we will stop at this.